We are live. About a minute and 45 seconds early. We got a couple people on. I see a bunch of people checking in early. It looked like Lisa had to get some things going. She had chores, and a storm is coming. We've got a storm near us, but it was to the east of us. You could see the lightning. So let's see, Gwen. Sitting down to supper, potato, cheese, ham, soup. Send some of that my way, girl. Holy smokes, I could use some right now. Let's see. Gunsmoke. I wonder if there we go.
Hello, everybody.
Let's see. Leanne, Mennonite Farmhouse. Hello. Boy, all right. I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to say that, but welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, and glad you came. First time in here. I need some of that soup, Gwen. Yesterday I got a good cold, so
spent time outside while they were harvesting, right? Or
yep, it's outside harvesting yesterday. Just outside all day working, and I'm just awful. So if I leave really quick, I'm going in the other room to blow my nose, and then I'll be back. I feel rotten. Gunsmoke Farmstead, welcome. You know what? And you've been on a couple of times. I watched your videos, and I forgot your names. If you don't mind putting those down, I promise I'll remember after that. I am so sorry. I forgot. And I watched your video this morning. Culling the chickens, and I don't know, were those Rhode Island Reds? They were some big birds. They were big birds for that pan. Kelsey, welcome. Let's see. That's what I name it. Oh, my name is pronounced Jamie. Okay. Well, thank you, Jamie Rose. Thank you for doing that. Matt and Robin, thank you for putting that. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I am. Once I get names, I'm pretty good, but getting them the first couple times. Let's see, Leanne. Pork chops, homegrown potatoes, homegrown carrots for supper.
Now there we go.
What more could you ask for?
What did we do last
weekend? The
acorn squash and pork chops.
Yep. So from the garden, acorn squash. Oh, they were so good. You know what? Put the garden to bed. We put the garden to bed yesterday. Most of it.
Yep. There's still some cleanup to do out there.
Are we ever done? Got the torch out and burned a bunch of weeds and pulled up stuff. You'll see that in a video another couple days here. But excuse me. Got that all done, and there's still stuff to do. But we got garlic in. So we got some great garlic from this little lady. Lori, thank you for the garlic and the shallots. It's all in. And here, we'll do a little self promo. Gwen, thank you. Yesterday, our first anniversary. So best move I ever made. Best move I ever made. And of course, overnight, I got a cold. So so much for celebrating. I feel awful today. So
I'll take care of him. I'll get him some soup.
Whoops, hit the wrong one. My husband asked for gravy, told him not on Sunday. Come on, Leanne. I bet you make some great gravy too. Jeez. There you go. Everybody struggles with your name. Jamie, I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. There you go. Ricky, a little windy today. Holy smokes, gang. There is a storm near us. It's been 70s all weekend.
Upper 70s.
Upper 70s, for late October. Gorgeous. Hi, Belinda and Chuck. Thank you for joining us. We've had a 30-mile-an-hour wind steady all day. Yeah. The fields have been cleared of all the corn.
Yep. And now the wind has cleared them of any debris left over.
And some of our fencing, we've got blowing and drifting here. There was like
Yeah.
a 4-foot pile.
Yeah.
The drifts were unreal. I can't believe it. So, hi, Dawn. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing good. Let's see. Did I welcome Kelsey? I think I did. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Seeing the happy anniversary stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
Good move. I'm trying to keep my distance from Holly. I don't want to give her the cold. Oh,
Although I might have given it to him.
maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. See who else is in there. How's it? Maybe I need to eat more green peppers. Oh my. We are done with that. You take over for a second. Right?
Yeah, he might be popping in and out a little bit here tonight. So we just started shelling the corn. Okay. Yep, we've got the field across the street from us now too that they're just working on pulling in all the corn there. And we've been seeing a lot of trucks and everything else going up and down the road. So it's been a busy time out here. So, well, let's see.
Yeah. Can you do this all by yourself?
Not really.
Hey, Pooh Bear's in here.
Yeah.
Welcome. Thank you, everybody. If I leave, I'm just going to blow my nose. I don't want to do that on camera. That's pretty gross. So Holly's working on. I'm going to let her lead sometime. I can just sit and talk. So she doesn't. Jason's in here too.
Yep.
Let's see what. Can't stay long. Rewatch the stream. Make sure you give it the thumbs up. So, subscribe, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Jace, good to see you. I've been watching your stuff. I've been trying to catch up on videos, gang. Oh my. Oh, the lack of affection. She's always affectionate, but I'm just trying to keep my distance.
We need a plexiglass wall here.
Yeah. Those worked during the pandemic really well. And in my shed wars today. So Gwen, that's the poundage you produced in your garden this year.
Nice.
A ton, literally a ton. That is unreal with the amount of rain you did not get. You guys down in Oklahoma, Texas, unreal the lack of rain.
Yeah.
And I saw the winter forecast for, it seemed like Minnesota all the way down all the way down the central part of the U.S., less than normal snowfall. So moisture. So it's going to continue. But congratulations, a ton of food with how little rain you got. Good job. You got to be proud of that. Hey, Jace, did you get the package yet? I got to look. I wonder, what's that been? 3 weeks now that it's been out with our postal services trying to get over there? It's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, everybody's throwing some congrats at you, Gwen. That's huge.
And a 30 by 40 foot garden too. That's amazing.
Well, let's see. And yep, make sure you do that. Devin, thank you. Welcome. I didn't, and if you jumped in earlier and I missed it, I apologize. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you, Devin, again. Dry as a bone. 4%. We have a 50% chance of rain tonight, and it's east of us right now.
Yep. Yeah.
We've had all of October 0.02, so 2/100 of an inch after September 0.23.
Yeah.
Unreal. It's so dry out there. It's unreal.
It is, and that's what's making the harvesting and the wind is just even worse, is because it is so dry. It's blowing the dirt and everything everywhere.
Yep. There you go. Be cool like Ricky. You know what, Ricky? Hitting the cool button doesn't make you cool. You just make yourself cool. Come on, let's just get right down to brass tacks here. So, I think it's tomorrow. I hope people will watch the video tomorrow. It is a longer video. I'm not tomorrow, Tuesday. It's a longer video. I got an invitation to go harvest some corn. I joked on the last video how I don't get to play on the big toys.
He was jealous.
I was jealous. I got my little riding lawnmower and I don't get to play on the big toys. Well, my neighbor invited me to play on the big toys. And so the video, it's longer, but it is cool. And it answered so many questions that I had about farming and the big machinery. And I learned about land stewardship and how they are turning the soil over or not turning the soil. It was just a cool few hours out. I didn't want to take up his whole day. So watch the video Tuesday. Just some cool stuff with my neighbor who's just the nicest guy sharing about farming. Us being gardeners, really, not farmers. Unreal.
Yes.
Super pleased.
Of course.
You know, Gwen, every year, I think if we keep making improvements to our homestead and our garden and looking at what worked and what didn't work, that's why I'm always like, people keep a journal, make notes.
What worked, what didn't work, what can you do better, what would you plant differently or where?
We've got all the seed packets and kind of got a pile of good, bad, ugly. I don't know what you can produce, keep track of all the data. And then from year to year, should be able to, make some improvements and grow. Pardon the pun. Let's see.
Larson Farms, it's raining for them. That's good.
Thanks for Nick. Thanks for rubbing that in. Appreciate that. Like you haven't had enough rain this year. I don't know. It's good to see you guys are, I think, back to normal now as far as all the damage that was done from the tornado. So thanks for rubbing that in, though. All we've got is just the wind. It is just, it's been nuts. The wind today and warm and windy. What we don't need. It's just the girls. What little grass we've got. These girls just eat it right down to the nubs. It's like I'm expecting to go out someday and it's just going to be this brown mat of nothing.
Well, and then they're finding their little spots and little holes where there's no grass left. Now they're turning them into dust baths.
So we've got holes in the yard. and we like chickens. Oh, okay. It's raining in New York. A bit of a sprinkle.
Okay.
You know what? I would take a sprinkle right now.
Yep.
And a lot of wind tomorrow. If it's any of the wind we had, get ready. Get ready. You, Ricky, I saw your video and how it was. The Minnesota River by us, there's kind of where's my hands? The big river that usually is there. And now it's just a little channel down the middle.
Yeah.
We're just so low. So hopefully, did you jump in? How'd you know? Did you say something earlier, Nick? Okay.
Yes. He's been getting rain.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm trying to keep up who's here, and I'm as usual. I'm behind in there. Worked on lots of challenges. There you go.
Okay.
Test food plot. I like that. Yeah, good. Gotta keep a journal. Gotta keep notes. What's working, what's not, what plants, we're and part of some of our videos is just to film what we're thinking. So Gwen, you might want to do a video about what worked and what didn't work and why, because it's great for me to hear what worked for other people.
And to hear what worked for us right after we were done and not waiting 2-3 months. What was that? What?
Or next spring. Did we plant this one? Did this work? There she is, Blue. Good morning. Good early morning to you. Let's see. The president that lived there. Yep, Jefferson. Jefferson kept phenomenal records. Jefferson was a note keeper. I've been to Monticello as well. or I've been there when I don't know, it was junior high or something. Went with the family, and the note keeping. He was an inventor, but a phenomenal note taker. So digging holes too, yeah.
Mhm.
Darn girls, trying to figure out how to maybe put some other gardens or something in, and it's like, okay, what will they allow? What will they dig up? What will they?
Yep.
Yeah, you did do a lot of clover. I would think that'd be great though, to have really thick clover, Ricky, for the deer. I would think they would just really go nuts for it. Maybe they want a couple different flavors when they're out eating. But we have, with all the corn that's been harvested around here, we have had a lot of pheasants walking through the
Oh,
yard
yeah.
and
Yep.
making a lot of noise. A lot of lady pheasants have been. I go out and it's like, where are you? Where are you? And they take
Yep.
off. And
I'm wondering if they're from the couple that we had that were hanging around this year.
Maybe. Yep. We had a couple of moms, and they had a couple of broods, and then you never see them after their chicks. They kind of disperse and do their own thing. Well,
Yeah.
let's see. You didn't have anything horribly fail this year.
That's good.
I still think, Gwen, you can tell me, some plants maybe on a normal year, having the hose out every night like we did as well.
Mhm.
That does not replace Mother Nature. You can't. It just
Keep the
doesn't.
ground that moist that it should be.
Yeah, and I think especially when you get a good thunderstorm,
Yeah.
having that nitrogen mix in from the lightning and all that in with the water, you can't replace that. You can't replace that. So Hendrickson Family Farm, welcome. Hey, we wanted to throw something. We had a couple people that gave us some ideas on the last live about, we've been going for an hour. We're trying to not tie up Sunday night or go too late on Sunday night.
Mhm.
And someone said, go every other week, but instead of 8 o'clock Central, start at 7:30 Central and go 7:30 to 9. Just wondered what the general consensus on that would be. What it would do is give us a half hour to talk about something, and then I'd like to bring some guests on. We've got a few people that we want to bring on for a discussion. But what do you guys think about a 7:30 to 9 Central Time Sunday night? It would still be every other week.
Mhm. Would just be a half an hour earlier.
Yep. Give us an idea on that. We get the deer stands
Yeah, it's
ready
getting to be that time.
not next weekend, the weekend after, 2 weeks from now.
Mhm.
2 weekends from now, our next live, Ricky will have
Hopefully have a deer in the
deer stories.
Yep.
So here we Jamie, I love that. That is an awesome idea. That's what we could have done with all those peppers. Can you see carving all those little?
No.
Because the girls don't really like eating
No,
peppers.
they're not big pepper fans.
And even spice. You know what? The spicy ones, they do peck the
seeds.
seeds
They
out.
want
They'll
the
peck a
seeds,
hole in
they're
it, and then
not
they'll get
the-
the seeds out. But
Yeah.
that might be all they'd want in the green pepper too.
Yeah.
Huh. Geez, Ricky's given a tutorial on hunting and how to get the crops down for that. Your dad was out hunting. No, he's going out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, he'll be going out
That's
in
what-
2 weeks. Yep.
And if he gets a dear, then we get a little
We get some
venison.
medicine. Yeah.
Hashtag $50 February 2023.
A little bit to add to the freezer. Yeah.
There you go. Like it
Okay.
earlier, Jamie said that'd be perfect. I don't know when daylight saving is. That the 12th? The daylight savings time
Let me-
that weekend. I think it would. We would probably not next time. Next time we do an hour, and then I don't know. We'd figure it out, but we'd put the
Yeah.
word out. Do what works for everybody. You know what? Okay.
Yeah, that
Or works for us guys. Well, you know what? I
Daylight savings is the 5th, 6th, so that weekend we get back. Yeah.
let's see. That would be the next live, would be the
Yeah.
6th.
Yep.
You know what? Why don't we keep our regular time for that? Then we'll make an announcement. Let's
Yep.
talk it around and see what everybody thinks. But thanks, Ricky. I appreciate that. Obviously we want to make sure that other people are here. If we get on just because it works for us and we sit and talk to ourselves, that's no fun. Dear, you've been gifted some venison.
Nice.
Yes, that's good. There is nothing better than some good venison, and we've got the potatoes. We've got
carrots. We've got
all sorts of
squash,
stuff to go with it.
yeah.
So I can't wait. He'll get one.
Yeah,
He'll get one, I think.
I'm sure he will.
They've been around. I've seen some little tracks out by the road. We're kind of a pass-through area here. They don't stop here because we don't have enough woods, but there's been a couple little sets of tracks just in case. One thing we've been doing, I don't know, boy, it seems like it's been a long time since we did our last live, but since I think our last live, we sold a bunch of our hens, our older hens. We had 80 some at the start, and we wanted to get down to 60. And so I thought, do we want to, cull the flock, the old ones, or maybe there's another use for them. And I didn't want to go through all the cleaning because they're egg layers. They're not big birds. Put an ad out on Craigslist, and people responded. A couple here, a couple there, and people bought enough hens. We're down to.
There's more of those backyard people with the backyard coops, and
we had a couple people that had damage from a raccoon or something that got in and killed some of their flock, and they're trying to replace. They've done some structural improvements, and they wanted to replace the flock. So.
Or just adding to what they've got.
What do we got now? 62?
Yep.
We have 62.
Girls.
So close enough to our 60 number. And one girl's not healthy, but so she's not laying, but the the new girls and the ones from last year that are still around, wow, we're in overdrive.
As far as egg production
as
goes,
far as egg production. So unreal. Water 2 times a day.
There you go.
We've been through that. That's not fun. Steph, welcome.
Yes.
Deer in your garden. Well, you know what? If I get deer in my garden and my garden still looks half as good as yours, Steph, I would be darn happy. Your garden, folks, check out Steph, Hooked and Rooted. Geez, you've got the gift. There's people who have the gift, and Steph, you've got it. So everything looks fantastic on your stuff. So, and there's Phil. Phil, welcome. Good to see you. Saw a couple of your videos over the past couple days. So, like I told everybody, I'm trying to get caught up here a little bit. It is hard. There you go, barn stuff. There's been a lot of people cleaning barns. I guess it's that time of year. Get it all ready.
Give them a clean.
Yep. But deer, I'm glad we put up fencing to keep deer out, and I think it keeps the bunnies out. But I don't think it. We don't have enough
keep the
deer.
bunnies out, but we don't have the deer around us. So especially this next year.
We're gonna have soybeans now.
So we won't
next year, and maybe our neighbor said that he's gonna put in beans next year instead of corn. So we're gonna have a 2-foot privacy fence instead of an 8-foot privacy fence. So So anyways, we're the long story getting even longer. We're down to 62 girls. So we're right where we are. I started filming when we combined the flocks, and got a bunch of footage together and kind of started putting it together. It's really boring.
Yeah, there really wasn't a lot that happened.
We were really lucky. There was some the first night. There was
a little bit, but I would think
there was some pecking order going on.
Yeah, but that's going to happen. But the fact I think that both years we let them free range together.
They know each other.
But yet for the most part, everybody gets to go back to their respective houses at night.
Yep.
So they're
until we combine them.
Yep.
And we sat out there.
That's after 3 months of them hanging around together and getting to know each other. So
Some of the youngsters wanted to get up on the top roost,
Mhm.
and there were some battles that first
Yep.
night. And then towards the end, I turned one of the lights off, so it got a little mellower. And by the time we left, for that night, because we thought
Yeah.
we were going to sit in there a couple nights and referee a little bit. You know what? The first night, it's like big girl, little girl, big girl, little girl, big girl, little. They were
Yep,
all
they're
mixed
all getting
in,
along.
and there was a couple little battles, but for the most part, they
meshed right in.
came together. Happy Acres, welcome. And I'm bad with the names there too. Do you mind putting your name down? I am so sorry that I don't remember. I've watched your shows. Sorry, but welcome. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate
Mhm.
that. So we're down to 62 girls. So we've hit our where we want to be for there. Also, for downstairs, for everything that Holly's been
Yes.
canning and preserving and this and that, we've had boxes over here and boxes there, and it just wasn't organized. So made a set of shelves,
Yep.
8 feet wide, 2 feet deep. There's probably 7 layers on this thing, made with some nice 2x4s and plywood. Seems sturdy as heck. So
Yep.
um,
And just finished the last of the processing yesterday.
yep, Holly's done.
Yep.
Last, what did you make with the tomatoes?
The pizza sauce.
Pizza sauce. That's right.
And
And
then the applesauce. From
Applesauce.
the apples we got.
our neighbor drove by and said, "Hey, do you guys need some apples?"
Come take what you want.
Okay. So we did. And we just grabbed a big container.
Couple big containers.
And
yeah.
Holly made some great stuff. You might get chickens. Any tips? Boy, do we have tips. They might not be all good tips, but
Yep.
let's talk. And maybe that's what we need is new chicken owner night or something, and get it out
Yeah.
ahead of time. That Gwen says it all. This is the hard part, and how you're going to get addicted.
Yes.
Jamie, is they are so darn cute.
Yep. And that little cheep that you hear is just kind
Yep.
of almost soothing.
And then you want to buy more, and you want to.
Yep. Chicken math.
Let me see. Bought a dozen eggs, $5.59. Organic.
Yeah.
Wow. Our $5 a dozen isn't too bad.
No.
We've been adding people to our route since we've got more eggs, and some of the girls, holy smokes, are popping out like double XL
Jumbos.
plus.
Yes.
Oh my, they're huge. So some people on our route every now and then get, if we're hand delivering, I'm hand delivering 4 tomorrow, and one of their dozen is going to be, there's going to be some big girl eggs, but it's like,
Yes.
these girls aren't that big. How do they get that jumbo out? Wow.
Yeah. And you wonder why they sing.
Yeah. Feed costs are up.
Because that's not as bad as it was at the beginning of spring.
It went up,
And then came
down, and then went up a little bit. We're up about 20%.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there for feed costs. So, which reminds me, I need to get feed out of your car. Feed costs are up 20%. And the nice thing was our, at the time it was up about 25%, but our customers even said, "Hey, when are you bringing your prices up?" And so we did move them up, and no one said a word.
Nope.
$5 a dozen, and
Yeah.
it kept the margin right exactly where we were. So, if Kelsey's getting chickens in the spring, you know what? We'll have a Kelsey. Remind me, you guys. We'll do a. We've got so many chicken owners on here, and so many great ideas, and I think it'd be great to have new chicken owner night or something, and bounce ideas, because it's what do you want as far as chickens? Now we've had probably 10 breeds. I've got some really good ideas what I want now going forward, and there's a couple breeds I don't want.
Yeah.
A couple of bossy boots that no way. I'd never. A Rhode Island Red,
They're good layers. They're just very loud and very.
They're just bossy sometimes
Yeah.
with others. I don't need that. I like the calm ones that want to jump in your lap and say hi.
Yeah.
So Hickory Croft Farms, Steph, Chris, welcome. Thank you for joining us. You guys have some hens up there as well. So yeah, we've got a lot of chicken knowledge in this group that's on here tonight. A lot. So think about what you want. Everybody here has done videos on their chickens. It all comes down to food, water, structure to house them, and protection.
Yep, and the climate that you're in, what they can handle.
Yep. Yeah, the stuff we saw in Hawaii, the birds we saw in Hawaii would not do well here.
Nope.
So in Minnesota,
and some
skinny
of the birds
little
that we've got here would not do well in southern hot temps.
They'd be rather warm.
Yes.
So Steph, I was just thinking about that today. For the average consumer, I'd love to do a video about kind of eggs, the stuff you get at the store from a big farm, a big industrial farm kind of setup. Yeah. It's like 2 months old on average by the time you get it. 2 months old. That's why it's kind of that off
and
yellowy.
And when
color.
They wash it, it starts losing its freshness as soon as it's been washed. And so then that changes.
Yep. And it changes the flavor. And I'd like to just crack one side by side. Our big orange yolk versus the stuff at the store. The
sunshine yellow ones.
My smalls are big.
How old are
still
they?
Not laying. How old? Phil, how old are your girls? They're getting there.
Yeah.
You've got to be right on the cusp of everybody laying because you got yours in May, I want to say. If I remember right, maybe, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of chicken videos. So, Krubby, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you. And let's see. Everybody's saying hi. Yeah, we got a lot of chicken owners on here, so a lot of good knowledge, a lot of great knowledge. But I'd love to just compare eggs and but I also got asked today, hey, we gave out some eggs. So the question, did you wash these? What did you do? And then kind of what's the next step? So I was explaining, nope, we don't wash ours. If they're dirty, we do wash them, and they're for us. We keep them in our fridge. But most of our eggs, we pick them up multiple times a day. They're clean already, and we don't wash them. So, what do you do? Joe Public, what do you do? So, I don't know, some ideas there. I'm thinking of chicken stuff. Let's see.
Yep.
Picking chicken brains. Yep.
Yep. What are you looking for in research? What will give you what you're looking for?
And that's what we did. Here's how many we wanted. We wanted about 20 to start. Kind of funny, 20. And now we're selling girls to get down to 60.
Yeah.
But we wanted egg production. People wanted to buy, you got a farm, are you going to be selling eggs? Okay, we wanted eggs. So then we start thinking of all those people. So it's like, okay, how much we want production, and we want them hardy for Minnesota. So it'd be perfect. So then we start going from there. And Holly did all sorts of research, and from there you pick 2 breeds, and then we went from there. Just kept reading, and then there's every now and then Holly's like, well, this would be a fun one. This one, and I'm like, hey, that looks cool. Let's check that out. And,
and then also it's like 20 doesn't look like enough. Go get some more. What do they have up there?
Yeah, get ready for that. All of you that said, hey, I'm thinking of chickens for next year, get ready. Build a structure that's 3 times as big as you need right now, because you're going to fill it.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yep.
Trust me. So let's see. Welcome. Good to see you. And again, I've said it. Hopefully, I've said it 3 times now tonight. I don't remember your names. I'm sorry. Let us know. I'm going to write it down, and we'll try to remember. I am so sorry. And we've corresponded on a bunch of videos too, so I feel really bad. But thanks for joining us tonight. Yeah, there you go. Store-bought eggs just to me, they taste flat. They just, I don't know.
Yep.
Yep. Taking off the,
Yep.
changes the storage time for sure.
For
Taking
sure.
off the bloom. And
Yep.
they do that right away. So, yep, ours do. It is unbelievable the amount of water taken in by 60 girls. But of course, today, windy and hot. They're outside, hot for us. It was 70s. So, littles, mediums, and a few larges. we get a lot of mediums right now because they just started laying a few weeks ago.
I think they're probably pushing larger, but I'm
I'm
so spoiled that
if they're on the smaller side of large, we're still considering them medium, and people are getting a really good deal. We're doing 18 packs of mediums, which are probably pushing large for $5 as well, just since they're smaller. Nick, what do you got here?
Copper Marins. I know those sounded always interesting to me.
Almost red. And are yours free ranging, Nick? And the Copper Marin, they're the ones that have that deep dark chocolate color on the shell.
Yeah.
Okay. And we've got some close to that.
Yeah.
But not quite. And
I think it's our
the Black Sex
Stars. Yeah.
Sex Links. Yep.
Yeah.
I think they're the ones giving us that.
Those dark chocolate. Yeah, they're really dark.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
They might get hurt.
Yes. The price of beef has gone crazy. The price of everything has gone.
Yep. We got a 1/8 of a cow. So traded some veggies and eggs for that. So that was good. Yeah.
Yep. There they are.
Dark chocolate colored eggs. Those things they just look rich, and I don't know if the Marins, maybe we'll have to talk to you or something. And,
and see what you're feeding them or what they're eating.
Hey, Abdullah, good evening. Days are getting shorter now.
Yeah.
Yep. I did that. No, that's not good.
We've gone from closing the girls up after to
closing them up before. We're done with live. We got to go get the girls in to now. Okay, hey, we got an hour before the live. Let's go put the girls in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful. Yeah, I hate these shorter days.
Yeah, there we go.
Handful of breathe. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, figure out which. Some of it is trial and error. If I had to buy, I don't think we've had the younger ones long enough, but Barred Plymouth Rock for sure.
Yes.
Great disposition.
Yeah. Our Black Sex Links.
Black Sex Links seem to be.
And that was just by chance last year that we got one of those.
Yeah, we got one.
And she's been a sweetheart.
They sent it by accident, so we bought more this year, and they're really good layers. And then the Isa Browns have been popping. They're supposed to do that, and that I've got a 4-month update on them coming up next week or this week. But they produce a lot of eggs. So, and that's what we're looking for is production, but they only produce for like 2 years. They'll give you 500 eggs in 2 years, and then they're done.
Yeah.
So
it really drops.
So we're going to be looking for, who might want some backyard chickens that might not lay. Who knows? They're great girls.
And they'll lay. They're just production drops.
Yeah, quite a bit from what I've heard. They're bred to just pop out eggs. And
yeah. Yep.
There's some big eggs.
No, she was talking about the building a coop bigger.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking 3X. My mind goes back to those eggs. There's a couple that are just monsters. They're just monsters. And it's like, what in the... Yeah, 3 times as big. Dawn, if you could go back, how big would you make your coop now? And you've got a great selection of girls as well, out there free ranging for part of the day. And but it's funny if you had to go back, and we built our, what we call the little girl coop, where kind of the starter one, and that we had 40 girls in there. That's not big enough for 40 girls.
No.
And so now, or a year ago, we converted 3/4 of the pole barn to really be the run and coop for them.
Yep. Well, and
And
it's
that's
out
about right.
of and it's out of the weather and everything else. So it's better for
perfect,
'em.
but
Yeah.
that's the right size
Yeah.
for what we have right now. And we've got the little starter one. So
Mhm.
size of chickens, new.
Yeah. And that's what she was
Few
saying,
new.
small, medium.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
all ours are the same size now, but they're different ages. We've just banded everybody. There you go. Yeah, this is the time of
Yes,
year.
for
They
sure.
they love life right now.
Yep.
Just finished the cornfield. They're out there picking all those little nuggets of corn
Mhm.
out of the field. We've opened up the gardens because
Yep.
we're done. So they're
cleaning things out of there. They haven't gotten into the main garden yet.
they
but-
did yesterday.
Yeah, but you're not letting them in there full time.
No. Because while I was out there working and pulling yesterday, I looked over and there was a couple that were scratching on the garden fabric, and I watched really close. They didn't do anything to it, but it's like, I don't want you getting used to.
Yeah.
And layer feed. That's what I mean. Obviously, you got to have the layer feed. That's their main
Mhm.
thing. But they love scavenging. They love getting out free ranging and scratching and.
So we had a couple leftover watermelons that were starting to dry out. So yesterday, Rose went out in the yard for them.
Just put that thing out like the pumpkin video we did for fun, and that watermelon was pretty ripe.
Yeah.
And it just exploded while the girls were on that.
I needed a video because they come running and they're flapping their wings and
trying to fly. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yep.
Well, here's a good one for what kind of waters do you use?
We use their white plastic with the red bottom, and the bottom is heated. So we plug that in. Do you remember the brand? I do not, but I could probably find it quick.
Miss Google here, she'll figure this out in a heartbeat. Yeah, they work great. We've got 2 of them that are plugged in. We've got a third one that we're using right now because it's above freezing. But during the winter, it could be 20 below out, and those things plugged in.
Yep, it's a Farm Innovators, and it's a 3-gallon.
I think maybe I'll do a little review of those.
Yeah.
What are they for price? $50?
$60.
$60?
Yeah. On Amazon, but there's, that's just them. We've
had them for a couple of years now. They've been through several winters plugged in. Mm-hmm. They work great.
Yep.
For up here, keep everything above freezing all winter.
Yep.
So let's see. Sorry, I'm getting behind.
All right. Good night, Ricky.
Ricky's
got to
heading
run.
Okay. Yep. Take care, and we'll hopefully you'll have some good stories next time we talk. New water twice a day.
Yeah, that's where having power out in our pole barn right now is nice.
And we do, if you've got power out in the barn, that's what we did. We just had an outlet and ran the power down, buried it over to, we've got a table, and underneath the table put an extension cord mounted, or I'm sorry, a multi-strip up above, so the girls couldn't go and peck at it, and then just plug them into that during the winter. So it works good. I don't want to run water out a couple times a day, darn it. And I don't know how many, Nick, I don't even know how many chickens you've got out there. So water is a thing. You gotta have them. You gotta have them watered year round. So got one doe.
Sure.
Okay. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a couple that I would get wholeheartedly. Yep, and they're Isa Browns. You know what, for the production, and I can't tell you what eggs are coming from which one. The girls are, especially that we combine groups now. There's only so many boxes out there, and the girls are in and out, and some go in and they sit and take a nap. Then they leave.
Miss Linda.
I'm like, what did you just do? You didn't give me anything.
That's our Buff Orpington.
Well, there's a couple others that are napping in there. So
they must be older, but yeah.
Yeah.
We've got 3 left.
3 Rhode Island Reds.
Yeah, we had 12.
10. Did we? That was 10, but
We had 12.
okay. Oh, we got 15 originally.
Yeah.
Yep, and one got last year by a hawk.
Mhm,
We had a
mhm.
couple of things. So yeah, we have phased them out. So we sold them to some other people who wanted to kind of rebuild their flock, and they were getting older, still producing, but not to what we needed, and we needed the
Mhm.
space. So they
Nope,
went to
they
some
found
really
good
good homes for
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
We sold some of our gray. What were those?
Oh, the
Sapphire
Sapphire
gem.
Gems.
And a couple of Barred Plymouth Rock that were getting to be 2 years old.
Yeah.
Just trying to, the ones that weren't producing, to
The
thin them
older
out
ones.
and
yeah.
get us to 60 that were really producing.
Yeah.
Numerous runs. Okay. Well,
All right. Good night.
Yeah. Thank you for joining
Yeah,
us.
for sure.
And I will say the name right next time. So thank you. I'm sorry, there's a lot of side conversations here, and I'm trying to talk
Yeah.
and read.
Yep.
Okay. That's some solar lights. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so maybe there isn't power. We've got power in the barn, and we have 6 spotlights on to provide that artificial light from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's lit. You can tell that even with the light on, they know the season's changing,
Mm-hmm.
and they go to bed. Like right now, I know 90% of our girls are on the roost with their head tucked in.
Yep.
They're asleep. And there's some others that are
Yep.
rummaging around, and maybe they're the lower rank gals can then
Mm-hmm.
go out and feed a little bit with no one bugging them. But most of the girls go to bed, but we don't lose production. So
Mm-hmm.
we've been sitting right about 45 eggs out of 60 girls, and we've been having that for a couple months now.
Yeah. Since the little ones
We keep track every day how many eggs we get, and then the big eggs and the little eggs, just kind of seeing, and you can start seeing we used to get 30 little eggs, now it's down to about 15, the other
as
ones.
they get older. Yeah.
Yep, there's just
Mm-hmm.
the forage food.
Yep.
What was it August into September, the crickets. It's like cricket season.
Yes.
I don't hear them singing anymore. We've had the frost; they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
There's about a month where there are so many crickets on our farm, and those are such a protein-rich. Our girls were going nuts.
Yeah.
Everywhere they'd walk, there'd be crickets, and they were pounding on them.
Yep. Or we'd go to pick up the water to fill it back up, and there'd be like 15 underneath there, and so call them in, and it's
all the girls pouncing on near the water,
Yep.
You know what? I'll do a review of our waters. I hadn't thought about that till you said it, but I am really pleased. We've bought 3 of them
Mm-hmm.
over
'cause
time, and one of them, the heating element, I think broke. And I'm not going to go in and repair it. I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to take that plastic apart. And
so it's great for another water when things are warm. When It's not going to freeze.
Yep. And I'll do a little.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are.
There's the word, maybe. That's a nice way.
Yep.
I don't know. Barred Rock,
Okay.
White Rock. I've never had. We're in the same. I would, if I had to pick 3 breeds.
Mm-hmm.
Barred Plymouth Rock,
Black
Sex Links, and Isa Browns.
Yep. Although our Calico Princesses are
Calico
nice.
Princess. Okay, I'd go 4 breeds. Calico Princess, they're beautiful, and they do lay. Boy, they are. They are
And they're
consistent
friendly.
layers. They're very friendly birds. That's what we want. I've got a grandson. I don't want mean birds, pecking at them and chasing them around and all that.
Well, and what's nice about the Black Sex Links is it's a combination of the Rhode Island Red and the Barred Plymouth Rocks.
Yep. And they are gorgeous.
You get more friendly, but still the production.
That seems to be what we're going after. Friendly production, a lap chicken that'll lay a bunch of eggs, and they're good looking.
Yep.
it seems like I don't know.
Yeah.
22 black copper. Okay, so you got a lot of
Nice.
beautiful chocolate eggs. 40 quail. I just don't know. I don't know quail. 12 rabbits. We've talked about rabbits. We might need to get together and talk. Getting a pig or two. You know, I got to get some fencing. We've got a spot in the. I'm trying to point and I'm
Back.
off camera.
Back there.
Got a spot back in the woods, but I need to put some fencing up. If the pigs got out, you know, it's right on the edge of another farmer, our neighbor's field.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I want is to lose a pig, and all of a sudden there's this mowed down soybean row,
Yeah.
and
Don't
it
need
all
that.
points to our pig. So I'd love to do that. I've been watching a lot of different channels on pigs and such, and
yep. Yes, Gwen, we took care of everything, last of it yesterday.
Holly is done.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank
Hope you have
you.
a great
Yes.
week too, everybody. Yeah, Dawn loves her quail. And here's my thing with quail. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. We were at a farmer's market 2 summers ago, and we brought stuff, and we've been chicken owners for a couple of years, and you know, you get a bunch of eggs. And then this guy next to us is, oh, you gotta try these quail eggs. You know, and I've got eggs and he's got eggs, and he's saying, well, yeah, you crack, 4 of them and it's a great breakfast. I'm like, well, I just cracked 1. It seems like a lot of extra work, and maybe, they produce more young, and for the meat, it's really quick.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, I'm like, I'd rather wait a while and get this big bird versus shorter time and have to process all these little. I don't know. Maybe my mindset isn't right for quail yet, but I don't know.
No, he's going to be doing soybean next year.
Soybeans next year. He has done corn 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
So he's doing beans out there next year. Okay, Phil's got the Icer Browns and Barred Rock. Yep. And okay, and those are the ones they're not producing yet. Our Barred Rock, I think both of them started coming in at 18 weeks. Is where our Barred Rock. We did a breed overview. It's our number 1 video. Like 17,000 about the
I think
Barred
they're closer
Rock.
to 6 months, aren't they?
No. It's about 18 weeks. I was
Okay.
thinking 16 weeks is the right number. 4 months, and they're going to start. But both of them, the Ices waited 18 weeks. Because I was looking on the chart, because they didn't produce, and all of a sudden, bang, we started getting a ton of eggs. It was because all the Ices started laying right at once.
Yeah.
This year, but the Barred Rock was 18 weeks too. So Phil, are you getting close to 18 weeks? It'd be good to find out how old yours are. Let's see.
Okay.
8 weeks. Yep. Pound per bird.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to just wrap my head around
Just the smaller bird.
Smaller bird, shorter process, so I'm processing them more often. Or rabbits, the same thing. It's like, they're ready in a few, in about that same time. I like to go on vacation every now and then. I'm trying to wrap my head around adding another layer of complexity to our farm. So that's part of it as well. And maybe quail, for the production time and the amount of feed needed and all that, with a pig, I can just tell my neighbor, hey, you know what, every day, here's what I need you to do. Just bring the hose out and fill this up and throw this to them and put this. I don't know. I'm trying to look at all the work that needs to go in on a day-to-day basis too. So I'm sure, Dawn's got to have, let's see.
Yep.
Whoops, let's see. Corn on corn. So, your privacy fence. I love that privacy fence. I really do. And as soon as it goes away, holy smokes. If you guys saw that video, you can see for miles from our place now.
Yep.
And it seems like they can see us now for miles, and they're not, there's nothing to watch over here. We're pretty boring, but 4 weeks, laid 8 to 6, and butcher at 8. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just I'm trying to wrap I'm not hopefully not dissing you guys, Dawn, Nick. I don't understand. I'm trying to understand all the little pieces to it. The quicker you can turn meat and start filling up the freezer, that's awesome.
Yep.
Whoa, here we go. They taste better than chicken. Okay. We're gonna have to get some quail eggs and do a side-by-side blind taste. There's a video right there. Blind taste test, quail versus our girls. And here we go. I choose the pig. Yeah, I need to have some structure back there. We need to have some
we just
permanent,
need to clean out the area
heavy
of the
duty.
trees.
Yep.
And
And
then,
we're having
so
some
it's
friends
a couple
over.
of years, but
We got some friends coming over in a couple of weeks for dinner, and they all said, "Hey, should we bring our chainsaws?" So we might have 4 of us with chainsaws out there. We could do some damage really quick. So
just don't get rid of too much out there.
no, we'll thin it out.
Yeah.
We need to make room for the pigs. And sorry, gang, I'm dripping. It's hard to imagine loving them. You know what? That's what I said. Everything's got to have a purpose on the farm. I'm not going to have a bunch of pets around. And then you lose a chicken, and I don't know if you guys saw the chicken video I did for kind of the downside, the dark side. When my girls got run over, part I was ticked, part I was upset. And I looked, I was like, man, I'm teary-eyed out there in the street talking about 2 chickens who I said are not going to be pets, and yet you get attached to your girls, or we call them the girls. They're part of the family, and I'm sure the same would be for any animal. You kind of get
anything that you've started taking care of.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't. Nick, hopefully I didn't speak out of turn. We don't have rabbits. We've talked about it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at. There's a lot of great rabbit owners who have some channels that are very entertaining, and they're very knowledgeable. So I'm trying to learn all I can, because I'd like to add that next layer. But it's like, where do you put them? I can't put rabbit hutches on the side of the pole barn. And then they're pooping down on the chickens. Or if you get a tray to catch all their droppings, then the chickens are going to jump up on the top of their cages and roost there, and they're going to poop down on the rabbits, or use that as a launching pad to get someplace I don't want them to get to. Our girls are going to get into everything they can get into. So let me see. Let's see. Need to butcher my 3 rabbits. Wait. Oh, this is Dawn. Okay.
And then up when
yeah, Nick, what did you?
Silver fox.
Silver fox. Okay.
Okay.
I need to kind of see it in person. I need to kind of feel it, touch it. What is needed? I did we looked at stuff for quite a while before we said, okay, chickens, and the pandemic has just set in. And so it was a lot of alone time. Just, okay, we need this. And in my head, I could figure out the structure. Rabbits, I don't quite understand. So yet I don't understand them. So I need to kind of figure that out. Pigs, it seems like, okay, structure, water, food, a big pen, and maybe it's that simple. It's the same as what the chickens are. They need food, water, protection. Although I don't think I need to. The coyotes aren't going to come and take down a big pig. I don't think. Maybe they would, but
I
don't know. Maybe you guys with pigs would know some of that stuff. Are there hunters out there that'll hop the fence and take a run at a big pig?
Yep.
Okay. Well, it is sad. We've only had to put down 3 chickens.
Yeah.
Due to disease, or no, 2. One, I think it is 2. One had Merrick's, and
one broke her hip.
Yep.
Yeah. And then that last red that was sick.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it is.
So.
It it is sad.
Yep.
It's something that Holly doesn't do well at that. You have
No.
to do what you have to do, and
Yep.
you bring out the axe, and we head over to the stump, and Holly's got to hold the bird while I do the dirty work. So it's still not a fun task for either of us. So I don't know. That's good. You know what, gang, we're coming up on the hour mark. Good discussion. I think we need to do a like a beginner chicken thing, and I'll try to send some notes to the folks going to get chickens or talking about it, and see what questions they've got, because we've got such a knowledge base here. It's fun to hear your ideas, and that's what's fun about our community. I've got my ideas. I got strong feelings about it, but if you haven't noticed, but there are so many good ideas out, and I hear others' ideas, and it's like, oh yeah, that would work. That would work. Oh, that's a good idea. Why haven't I?
Yep.
So it'd be good to maybe throw a little knowledge at these people and really screw them up, really confuse them. So, all right, I got to go because my nose, I've got such a cold. In 2 weeks, though, we'll go with our normal time, and then we'll see about the next one after that, starting at 7:30 Central. But thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate all of you and our fun little Sunday night discussions. You never really know where it's going, and it always goes in a great direction.
Yeah.
It is. So thanks for staying up with us, those of you on the East Coast. Everybody have a great week. Take care.
Thanks, everyone.
See ya. Thanks, Dawn. I hope I feel better too. I hope I feel better. I can't feel any worse. See you guys later. Take care.